Yo, what's up, everybody? If you haven't heard about Anchor, let me tell you, this is one of the easiest ways to make a podcast. First of all, it's free. Second of all, there's creation tools that allow you to record and edit the podcast right from your phone or computer. Third, Anchor will also distribute for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. Then you can also make money from the podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. So download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Trust me, you won't be disappointed. Later.
Welcome to The Lion's Den with Seth, a podcast where progressive men and women can learn and teach each other the ways of the land. The Lion's Den is where royalty comes to council. Ladies and gentlemen, your host, Seth.
Yo, what's going on? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of The Lion's Den. Happy Sunday. Happy everything. Hopefully your minds are staying nice and clear. You're enjoying yourself. You're enjoying this quarantine or just staying out of people's face. You're not sick, hopefully, right? So we're giving positive vibes out there, positive vibes, and that you're enjoying yourself and you're staying clear and healthy, right? Staying healthy and staying clear of people and they bad juju, they bad energy, and the Rona. Stay away from the Rona, right on. So we got a good show today. We got a real good show for you today. We're going to be talking about just breaking the limits, if you will. Okay. It's like just having bigger dreams and just not staying constantly stagnant. Okay. That's what we're going to be talking about. We got a great show. But before we go into all of that in the show, excuse me, I'm just waving my hands around. But before we go into all that, of course, we got to introduce the den like we always do at this time. Will, what's going on, brother? How you feeling? There you go.
What's going on? Hey, it's good to be here, man. Recovering from surgery. You know, I got a little bit of a limp, not too obvious, but I got a nice, sexy black boot on. But hey, glad to be back in the place we call home here at the Lion's Den. Looking forward to a great show. Hey, shouts out to my man Larry out of the deployment doing this thing, and also I want to give a special shout out to my line brother. Him and his whole family right now are all positive for COVID, so we're praying for their recovery and want to keep them in our prayers. But hey, looking forward to another great show.
Absolutely. Yes. Prayers up for them. Okay, prayers up for them. Big Foots, what's going on, man?
What's up, brothers? What's up, family? First off, let me shout out happy birthday to Kobe Bryant. Y'all already know that was like one of my good friends in the game coming up. And also, I just want to say, man, another day accomplished. We just pushing through and making it everything for the better, brothers. I'm looking forward to this show, and I'm ready to learn a lot and understand this man's testimony. And let's go.
That's right.
Awesome.
Absolutely. Yes. Bigger purpose. That's what we're going to be talking about. Big Herm, what's going on, bro?
Man, everything is good, man. Just touched down in the great state of Tennessee, repping my team and whatnot, and looking forward to this show. And I'm already a little hesitant, to go live with this, man, because this dude's beard looking all good and shit, and mine's looking like, like I just got off the road. You know what I'm saying? So,
but you did though.
No, I did, man. But god dang, man, he came out here flossing and mine looking like, But anyway, I'm happy that he's here. You know what I'm saying? Probably give me some tips because I'm new to the game. I just retired. Mm-hmm. So I'm new to the game. Get some tips from him and see how I need to keep my stuff looking like his.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah. So we're going to get some man grooming tips. But yo, before we go into that, ladies and gentlemen, y'all know what we have to do. We always have to take a minute and talk about our sponsors, because without them and without you, we would not be where we are today. Right on. That makes sense. So first thing first, if your credit is not right, okay, some of our credit ain't where it needs to be, but understand credit equals buying power and leverage. All right. If you need help, I highly suggest you give Miss Tracy Brown a call. Her number is 618-560-3687. And maybe your credit is straight, but you want to keep it straight. The thing is to connect with individuals that know a little bit more than you to help you sustain. Again, Tracy Brown. All right, the number 618-560-3687. And she's a retired vet too. So I highly encourage you, contact individuals that you trust, that still are in the mode of, and in the mood of not just volunteering, but serving, right? It's all about servitude, serving others, not just themselves. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, y'all give it up for Mr. Byron B. Will, right? Wilson Jr. Oh. What's going on, bro? Now talk to us about this sexy beard. You know what I'm talking about? Now listen, hey, I can't be the only one. You feel me? And look, I don't need all that extra, but just a little bit. But look, before you get into it, brother, I just want to give a shout out to everybody that's watching live. No matter where you are, make sure you share this. Please comment. Let us know where you at. Say, hey, you know. Oh, and don't forget, we're going to give a special listener, right? That means one of y'all an opportunity to win some of this product. So you can't walk, you know, so you're not walking around looking like Foots and Herm. You feel me? Looking like Patches. So we go get together. But go ahead, Byron, man. What's up, brother? How you feeling?
I'm good, man. Thank you again for having me on the show, man. That's definitely a great opportunity. And it's funny that how we met the way that we did, considering that we kind of share the same name. So,
yeah.
Thanks again, man, for the opportunity. Just a quick backstory. I started in 2018. I noticed myself buying a constant supply of beer products, either, you know, made by white companies, black companies, or whatever, homemade, natural. And I was just like, man, let me start my own. And then that's kind of just where the whole Lions Den beer collection brainchild started from. So
okay. Yo, that's dope. And you know what? Let me say this too. It's easy. It's easy for someone to get caught into, look, oh man, they stealing our name. You know, they doing what we doing. No, not exactly. So how can you grow? And this is just a shout out to everyone out there that has a limited view when it comes down to whatever it is that they're doing. You can go a lot farther with individuals that think like you. Don't look at the name, look at the goal. You get what I'm saying? Look at the goal. And that's what we're talking about today, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about having a bigger purpose. So our purpose is not just ownership, but let's do it together, because we cannot do anything alone, right? Well, take that back. You can, but you won't get too far. You feel me? So, Big Herm, what you got, man? Kicking it off. What you got?
Hey, so we're going to get a little bit into your early life, but I got to ask this question because we get asked this a lot. Being Lions Den, that's an adult toy store, right?
No. See, wait.
Did anybody ever try to get your beard product?
No.
But you do know that though, right? You do know that, right? Okay.
I do know that.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you
We the Adult Toy Store podcast. What people think. So I'm trying to see if there's a connection with you,
bruh.
No, not at all. I have no affiliation with the adult store at all. But it's funny though, I went to the post office and the lady was like, I went to go mail some orders out, and the lady was like, man, she said, I was on the way driving to Florida and I just kept seeing all these Lions Den signs and it made me think of your company. I'm like, no. I'm like, no, we are two different entities altogether. I'm a beer company, that's an adult store.
Bruh, listen, so look, when I was looking at the name, and I was like, wait, hold on. Let me just at least attach my name to it, because it ain't it. But when you see the Lions Den, and listen, y'all, look, hey, search by your own means if that's what you want to do, right? Viewers' discretion advised. You might see some the poke your eyes out. You feel me? Literally. So, but if you're looking for the Lions Den with Seth podcast, add that. If you're looking for the promenade for your face, make sure you put everything in there that you need, right? What is it? It's the Lions Den product, right? Or is it grooming?
Beer collection.
Beer collection. Add all that. If not, you're going to a freaky store and a porno site, probably. Big Will, what you got, bro?
Hey, Byron, we talk about it's 2020. We're in the middle of a pandemic. I'm quite sure you got a real wide variety of experiences, but how do you find that time? Current climate.
For me, it was really being organized and really developing a system in which where I could follow it day in and day out, and then that way I could be productive. A lot of the times, at first when I first started, I try to remember everything off of my mind and just not really having a structured program so I can be successful. A lot of times, I think, okay, I can remember this, I can remember this meeting, I can remember to do this, I can remember to do that. And when I try to do that way, a lot of stuff fell by the wayside. So it really started with me just writing stuff down in a little calendar, putting it up, developing a schedule, how much time I want to develop towards the business, how much time I want to develop towards my kids, how much time I want to develop towards, working out, staying active, and not just being in the house. And once I helped develop that program, I think it worked out for the better. And I seen a lot of results because I was getting a lot of stuff done because I could visually see everything I had to do. So
right.
So in other words, a lot of self-discipline is how you got to that organizational point, right? So can you offer up any suggestion that you happen to feed off somebody like, you know what, I want to be organized like that brother or that sister? You had anyone that you looked at that you kind of wanted to emulate throughout that process?
I would say Shaq. Shaq is probably he's actually one of my frat brothers, but he's probably one of the most organized individuals that I know. Everybody knows he got probably 10 or 20 commercials that you're gonna see a week. He got the NBA TNT show. He got all type of different concerts and all type of stuff that he's doing. And the way that he is able to accomplish that is just by being organized. And seeing him have his hands in so many different things and be successful in so many different things, I wanted to know. And him being organized was definitely the biggest thing that inspired me to go ahead and make sure I followed that same way if I wanted to go ahead and be successful like that.
Yo, that's dope. So look, man, so we can take it a step back where the beginnings, the humble beginnings, all right? The humble beginnings.
Very humble.
Very humble. So tell us about him, man. Ohio, Cleveland, right? Wait,
right.
Wait. Before I go there now, were you one of the individuals that started burning certain people's jerseys when they left? You ain't do that?
We came
Say it ain't so.
We came out of high school the same year.
Oh, really?
So
okay.
We always been on the same wavelength as far as like just seeing him win. He's from the States, and he's only like 25 minutes away. So, anybody from Ohio that's doing good and being successful, we always support each other.
Shout out.
Small stuff.
That's dope.
You gotta
That's
have
dope.
Rock that beard joint though.
So talk about your home, bro. So tell us about that. Like how did you get to just HBCU, right, and being a college grad?
Right. So it started. I grew up in very humble beginnings, man. We used to eat egg sandwiches and noodles, and we came from very humble beginnings. But I was blessed enough to be blessed with some God-given ability, which is play sports. And even when I started, when I really started getting looked at in colleges and all that stuff like that, I wanted to be a physical therapist at first. So that was really my thing. I just was like, if I graduated and I was a physical therapist, I always could be around the game of football and always, be around athletes and just be in that atmosphere. So I started off, actually I signed with the University of Toledo at first. Signed there, got on the full ride, left. Transfer, I had a daughter, so I left. So I took a year off from school. Made sure my daughter was good, got her together. Then I went back, and then I transferred to Alabama A&M. So then I graduated from there with a mechanical engineering degree. And I actually, when I got done with camp, my rookie year, I had to come back that spring so I could finish up and graduate. So that was a great experience. And being the first college graduate, first Greek, first professional athlete in my family, it was a lot of firsts, man. And I really was blessed enough to set the trend, for my family moving forward. So.
Shout out. And listen, and look, you went around everything so quick. We want everyone to digest all of the, those limits. You get what I'm saying? And those things that you had to overcome. Big Herm, what you got?
So just to be clear, I want people to know, when you talk about your rookie year and your God-given ability for sports, you're talking about football, right? And that you actually made it to the NFL at the NFL level.
Absolutely.
So it ain't just so that nobody's confused about what we're talking about as far as you went. So speaking of that, when you went to that, like your rookie year, how was that? Did you see yourself like, man, this is going to be it? I'm going to retire from this here. This is what I've been working for my whole life.
Excuse me. It was crazy because, when you go to the NFL, whenever you think of the NFL, you used to seeing it on TV and watching the games and to be actually in the locker room with, the guys that you've seen on TV and some of the people that you may have been fans of was really a humbling experience for me. And I really just took a moment to really take it in because I've always been the underdog. So it's always been either, believe it or not, I'm big now, but like when I was in high school, I was probably like 210 playing like defensive end, a linebacker. I had to go to junior college for a year. So then I had to go through the whole recruiting process. So it was like I always was just having to restart and be the underdog and had to prove myself. So to finally get to this point, it was really a humbling experience, and I took it all in. I really did. Like my first year, I really took it in, and was thankful, really thankful for the experience.
That's dope. Will, what you got, brother?
Hey, Byron, you said something key, brother. You said when you had your baby that you took a year off from school and then you went back. Yeah, I wanna commend you on going back because so many people that take that break and it never ends. So right. I want you to speak to. How did you allow that to motivate you to continue doing what you're doing? Because so many people are discouraged when they take that break. What pushed you through?
The thing is, it really just comes down to how bad you want it, and not only not how bad you want it is that you have to have a solid a solid circle of people that really believe in you and what you're trying to do. If you don't have those two things, if you don't really have that tunnel vision to be like, listen, this is where I want to go, and then have those people around you that can encourage you to take that road that you want to take, that's the things. Those are the two vital things that you have to have, man, if you want to be successful in whatever it is that you want to do. So, and even from a business perspective, like if I don't have a solid core of people that's going to motivate me and be honest and be transparent, like I'm never gonna reach the goals that I want to reach. So
right. So and I got something good that I want to kind of touch on when it comes down to that. But I do want to give a shout out to everybody that's watching right now. Miss Crystal, how you doing? Hey, I see Jason. What's going on? Pink, he over there in the upper room. He watching. Shout out Lily. How you feeling? So, brother, you said something that was key when you talked about, separating yourself from individuals, right? So how hard was it to separate from certain individuals that you grew up with, but they wasn't essentially where you wanted to go mentally? You see what I'm saying? Now, did you have to compartmentalize them, or you just had to just straight cut them off because they were, instead of an extra pair of wings, they were like an anchor for you, but not to hold you down, but to hold you up? Can you speak on that?
Right. It's so funny that you asked that. It was kind of like, I heard this saying before. It was like, man, sometimes people can't handle your light that you shine. Some people, either they're going to put the shades on and they're going to embrace it, or it's going to be too bright and they can't, and they got to move away from it. And for me, I didn't really have to have no conversations. It was more so like, I see you doing your thing and I'm gonna fall back because that's just too much. You know what I'm saying? Like the way that you going, I'm not comfortable with that. And they just kind of just fell back.
They kind of weeded themselves out.
Yeah, they just kind of weeded themselves out. I didn't really have to say too much. Like, and it ain't even no love loss, or more so like I think I'm better than them, or they think they better than me. It was more so just like, okay, I see you doing your thing. I see you going in the direction, and that's not where I'm at. And I respect them for that. And we still good friends to this day. But as far as like really having that tight-knit circle, they're just not a part of it. And it's understood though.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, hold on. We got you, Will. Give me 1 second. All right, ladies and gentlemen, got to take a pause for the calls. You know what it is. Another shout out to our sponsors. Another sponsor, Miss Monique Slater. Listen, if you're in the San Antonio area and you're trying to get rid of your crib, or you want a new crib, or even if you're not going to San Antonio but you need some help, I highly, highly, highly suggest you give Miss Monique Slater a call. Her and her team has got it down to a science that can help you. That's right, you, the individuals that's listening right now, can help you get a home within 6 hours. All right. Now, straight up, give her a call. She's a guru when it comes down to this real estate game, okay? Her number is 210-237-7268. Again, if you're in the San Antonio area or going to the San Antonio area in Texas, or you're just looking for some help, again, give Miss Monique Slater a call. One more time, the number is 210-237-7268. 6'8". All right, make sure you do that.
Let me add something to that, Seth.
What up?
For the realtor. Also, not even if you're just going to San Antonio, if you're not familiar with real estate at all, she probably can refer you to a realtor in the area that you're going to.
Absolutely.
So this is somebody good, like Seth said, retired military.
Yep.
So you know she's going to take care of you.
Absolutely. That's right. So don't forget, y'all, give her a buzz. Next, Kevlar's Grill. So look at here, Byron, when you come up here, man, and visiting, or trying to help everybody to get their face right, we got to take you over here to Kevlar's Grill, man, to get some real good food. All right. So listen, Kevlar's Grill is located inside the Scott VFW, right? At the Scott, Illinois VFW, post 4183. All right. So it's outside the Scott Air Force Base. But look, the food is immaculate. They cater, and they have Grubhub, and they take military discounts. So make sure you give them a call, because guess what? Chances are you're hungry right now, right? In this area. Now, I don't know if they can email you a plate, but I'm sure if they could, they would. Make sure you give them a number. Give them a call. The number is 618-416-5700. Tell them the Lions Den sent you. Right on and right on. Okay. Go ahead, Will, what you got?
Hey, Byron, we're talking about the term resiliency, right? So you're coming from Ohio, which is not, I say, one of the nicest areas to come from, especially when you say that you and LeBron kind of came out the same school down in Akron, right?
No, we came out the same year. We came out the same year. Yeah, okay. Same year.
So in going through some of the oppositions that you face and some of those challenges that we go through coming from certain communities, how did that carry you through high school, through college, and to keep pushing you forward? Because what we see is a lot of times when you make it to the top, they never realize that we are human too, and that we sometimes need that motivation and that time to recharge. How do you recharge yourself?
Man, one was my family. They always kept me humble. They always kept me lifted, and I always prayed. I had to do that. And one of my old teammates, his name is Charles Grant. He played for the Saints, and we ended up being in camp together. And the first thing I used to call him, he was one of the first guys I met when I was a rookie. And he was actually in the year. He's from Georgia. He from Georgia, played at the University of Georgia, #1 draft pick, all this stuff. And we built a really close relationship. So he was one of the guys, man, like when I made it to that level, he was like, I called him, I'd be like, hey man, this is rough. And he'd be like, did you pray first? He ain't want to talk about nothing else. That was one of the first things that he said to me. And that really kept me grounded and really kept me understanding that, what my purpose was. And as far as college, I had a close knit of friends, man, where we had the same common goal, where we wanted to make it to the next level. One of my good friends, his name is Antoine Moden. He was, we grew up together, daycare, literally day one. But he had the same focus as where he wanted to make it to the next level. And from there, he went to Eastern Kentucky and was drafted the highest to ever. He was the highest draft pick to ever he was the highest draft pick that ever come out of their college. And at the same time, he would come back to me and when he was going through his whole draft process and be like, hey, this is going to be you next year. Keep working. This is going to be you. So I had people around me that I could physically touch and call and see when I was reaching each level that I was going to. So that was really a big part. Just having those different people that I could reach out while I'm going to reach all of these different levels. So.
That's awesome, brother. Thank you for sharing that. Huh?
So you spent some time in the NFL, and that came to a close. How long were you there?
4 years. 4 years. 4 years. Yeah, man. I was one short of getting my little pension, man. I was 1 year short, but I definitely was thankful for the experience. I took advantage of the network, and I'm still using it to this day. So,
but also it transitioned you to another venture, correct?
Absolutely.
So that's kind of where I want to get to is so your NFL, you got to that level, man, a level that most people can't even fathom. And it was over a little bit sooner than you probably would have liked. But you didn't let that allow that to stop you. So talk to us about your next venture.
So I'm big. Well, if anybody that knows me, I'm big on giving back to the community. Every year I do an adoptive family campaign where I pick like 2 or 3 random families and then I go drop whatever their Christmas gift is off for the holidays. So I do that. That was actually my first venture, which is Scholastic Champions, which is a nonprofit where we mentor inner city youth, boys primarily, by giving them setting them up with either some type of trade program or giving them opportunities to go for scholarships as well. So that was the first thing that we did. From there, I started a business by the name of Go Shoppers, which is a grocery delivery service. I started that was my big thing that I started fresh off when I was done, because I know like a lot of times I'd be done with practice, I'd be done with different activities. I didn't feel like going nowhere. So I'm like, this is a service that I need for myself. So I was like, why not start this service where I can just call somebody up, they deliver the stuff to me, I ain't got to move, I'm tired, and then have that luxury of having, a chef come and cook as well. So I came up with that. And then from there, I started the Lions and Beer collection. So, that was me. In a nutshell.
Yeah, that's deep, man. And look, that makes a lot of sense. And I'm glad that you said that, because I want to give everyone an opportunity. If y'all want to get some of this beer, Lions Den beer bomb promade, seriously, right? But if that's what there it is, right? So, look. We are willing to gift you your own package. And ladies, you can call too, because look, some of y'all men's, beard might not connect all the way, right? It's not as flossy, you see? So listen.
Some ladies got beards too, man.
You right. So listen.
Don't discriminate, man.
You right. We ain't gonna discriminate. So listen, for them ladies that wants that extra conditioner, you know what I'm talking about? Look, make sure y'all give us a call, 618-792-6747. All right, and it's pinned. One more time, the number is 618-792-6747. The first caller, we got you. All right, we got you. So look, brother, so you said that you went around trying to find something for you, okay? Something for your face. So what was that process like? Because we have individuals that listen, that's interested in starting their own business, but I believe sometimes we look at the end result, but we don't look at the process because we don't know. You get what I'm saying?
Right,
so
right.
If you could enlighten us a little bit on the steps that you had to take. The reason why I say that is because there was someone that gave me this great analogy. Like, people need bread or want bread to eat, right? But if you want a specific type of bread, you know what you like. Even though there's so many different types out there, what's going to set you apart so people can get that bread? You get what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
If you can expound a little bit on that.
I would say, first of all, identifying whatever the problem is, and also putting your passion behind what you think that problem is, and then coming up with that solution. I think that's very important. Like, you know, for me, it wasn't a lot of Black-owned beer oil companies that was mainstream that I thought that I could use for me. And I've seen a lot of white-owned companies or a lot of companies that I just thought wasn't good for my course of hair. So that's when I came up with the process of, that's when I came up with the concept of just let me go ahead and create my own. And then from there, I'm trying to think. It was such a long process.
Right. So, but the thing is, so right. So there we go. So it took some research because you couldn't just go under the cabinet and put some stuff together and say, yeah, let's see what this do. You know what I'm saying? So what was that? Who did you reach out to?
So I actually had a friend of mine. I went to college with. They was actually a chemist, and I got some pointers on what would actually be good with, what it goes good with the skin, what goes good with certain types of hair, what products I can use, what products I can't use. Also going on YouTube. I went on YouTube too, just to kind of see what some of the top people are putting in their products and what's making them sell. And really just doing that groundwork, like you were saying, like in regards to really just finding out what products is good. And all of my products are all natural. So that I wanted to really stay under that umbrella. So I had to find out what all natural products I could use to help develop my brand. So
that's what's up, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure y'all support this brother. Again, if you are interested in getting this package, right, we are willing to gift that to you. First call is 618-792-6747. Big Herm, what you got?
So are you current, like what stage are you at with your company right now? Are you currently making this stuff on your own? How's that working?
Yeah, so everything is either I make it or somebody in my team make it. We haven't got to the point where we're getting distribution yet. So that's why I really take pride in it, because I know I got my hands in the product. So it's everything's handmade. It's all organic. I can vouch for every ingredient that's in the product. So I really pride myself on that and just making sure that everybody knows that everything, I'm taking time, I'm in the kitchen, we doing this, we doing that to really develop a good product. So
cooking it up. You got to cook it on up. Yeah, already. Hey, because you know what, we had a conversation with the previous guest, and the game, if you will, doesn't necessarily change, right? It takes the same energy, it takes the same will, if you get what I'm trying to say. It takes the same amount of heart to persevere. So you can either do it on some bullshit or you can do it to help grow the community. So shout out to you for your efforts in your own business and doing that. Now, is there any proceeds from what you do for the beer grooming product that goes back to the community or different organizations?
Yeah, so I actually just dropped some hats, and the hats is a purple and gold hat, which is my company colors, and also I did a red and white. It's kind of trolling the whole Trump administration right now, so it say "Make Beers Great Again." So I got those, and actually a portion of the proceeds is gonna go to the HBCU Foundation, and it's a foundation that actually help kids that get scholarships, interns, and everything like that. So a portion of the proceeds will be going to the HBCU Foundation on behalf of me. So all my hat sales, like I'll probably do like 25% of my proceeds. Of the proceeds that be going to them. So
make beards great again. So the question is when wasn't they great? And I think we talked about it a little bit earlier, as far as what do you think happened? What was the pivotal point when all of a sudden the beard game, was on? You know what I mean? What do you think that was?
You're right, and it's so crazy, man. I was looking back at just like when I was in college, because I graduated in 2009. So I was just looking back like pictures when I had then, like the goatee was like the thing, like, like you had a little goatee or you had a nice little mustache and your little chin joint, you good to go. But it's just like, it was just a transition. I think a lot of the mainstream artists and stuff like that, as you've seen, they start growing beards, and then it just became a trend. And then from there, the trend continued to grow. You know, just like light skinned people was in for a long time, and then it went from light skin to dark skin. So.
Hold on, wait, hold on, wait, because look, somebody is muted right now for a reason, okay? Because see, you just said something that kind of, it's like poking the bear. Now, for some reason, even though we know that it's an issue, it should not be. But as far as the light skin, dark skin type of thing, but for some reason, we have a brother on here that think he is like Wesley Snipes type of dark. I ain't talking about myself. Go ahead, Big Herm. What did you have to say about that, brother?
I understand. I never knew why light skinned dudes was in it either, man. You know what I'm saying? Black is beautiful, baby.
You're right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? And now I got a beard. I'm
This dude is a mess. Hey, Will, what you got, bro?
Man, so with this beard industry, I know y'all didn't seen the two-page cats going in the barbershop bar coming out with 360 waves. So for individuals that aren't, I say, genetically capable of growing these,
hold on, bro, wait, because I seen that, bro. So look, that's another thing, and not to take away from that, but do you have the do rag for the beard? Because listen, I saw this brother. He came from around, right, and he unwrapped this joint. He took that off, and it was a 360, and this was like a 280. Like how, bro? How? It's like he had an S curl underneath his neck. Like, right. Yo, what's the problem? But my fault, man. I didn't mean to intercept that, right? But go ahead, Will. What was that, brother?
But is it possible in your future line that you're going to do something to tailor to some of the individuals that may or may not be a brother that you're talking to right now that don't have that full capability to connect? You know, I probably had a semi-beard once in my life. I was on leave for about 30 days, but that's a different story. But are you going to look out for the brothers out there that ain't able? I'm just want to know.
Yeah, man. It's so funny. I actually was talking to a barber over the weekend, man. He's trying to collab, like, he's trying to do these man weaves.
I was going to ask about that, bro. Why? Listen, look, I get it. Wait, Herm, don't say nothing.
Hey, just make some face wash for Will and call it a day, man. They can't connect, baby. Let's give them some face soap.
Bro,
don't judge me.
But seriously though, like the man beard weave, bro.
Yeah, and it's real. It's a real thing, man. One of my guys, his name is Paul, man. He cuts Cam Newton's hair. He do a couple other guys or whatever, and he call himself the Wizard, man. He go ahead, he glue you up, put the little thing on, and get you right. He gets you right.
Hey, Herm, stand by.
So, no, don't do it. Don't do it. And yo, Atlanta. So that's where you at right now?
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Okay, so can we go there? Yeah, we go there. That's all right. Go ahead, Herm. What you about to say something?
Yeah, I'm gonna save you right quick.
no, wait. You gonna say? No, bro.
Back to the beard product.
No. Yo, it was gonna be beard-ish. But go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, back to the beard product, man. Save Steph's ass real fast, man. So you're up and running. Like, where do you see yourself? I mean, we always hear these questions, right? But where do you see yourself in 5 years? Do you have mentors that's guiding you, like other people that are doing beard products that's guiding you, and how's that going?
I do. I wouldn't necessarily say I have people that's in the beard industry, but I have people that's in like the beauty industry, and they do a lot of different stuff. Like they do the Brown Brothers conventions. They got other different brands, and it's really not more so the product, but more so the business behind it that I use the mentors for. Is just really just really preparing myself to really be able to grow, because a lot of times we grow too fast and we can't handle it. So a lot of times I just put myself around the right people, so when it does come, I'm actually be able to handle it. But To answer your question, where I see myself is really being like a household name in various different stores, so such as the Targets, your Walmarts, your Trader Joe's, your different mainstream stores like that. So that's where I really see myself in regards to where that brand is going. So.
That's what's up. Will, I see you rubbing your chin, brother. The conversation ain't gonna help it grow. You dig what I'm saying? Listen,
hey, man,
he just sitting here doing like this, bro. It ain't gonna happen like that, bro. You listen, look, get some of his promenade. You understand? Get some of that to help it going.
But got you. That's right.
Man,
we got you right.
I'm out of uniform right now, baby. I'm letting it grow, baby.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be there. Give me about 93 days, man. I'm in there.
Right. Man, this is extremely dope. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't done so already, make sure you call, or if you're interested, call 618-792-6747. All right. Make sure you call in so we can gift you this product. But before we go too deep into that, we got one more sponsor, y'all, that we give a shout out to. Now, this is for individuals that are interested, okay? Individuals that are interested in getting into the business of learning how to do medical billing, okay? So medical billing and coding, what you can do is take this trade to go to any medical facility and work as a receptionist. Now, this company will help teach you those skills for learning HIPAA, compliance, billing, coding, like I said earlier, payments, and patient statements. So make sure you give them a call. Give Miss Yvonne a call, right? The number is 618-825-8173. And if you're listening to this right now, make sure you give her a call. You can learn virtually, right? Based off of these times that we're in, you can get it in no matter where you are at your home. And the next class starts Tuesday, September 1st. And just give her a call. And if there's any type of financial issues, she can work with you. Again, the number is 618-825-8173. Right on and a right on. Now, brother, what would you say is the best product, all right, or the one that individuals normally get?
Man, so everybody usually get the comb. They get the comb, of course. I actually got it right here. So you get a double-sided comb. People usually get that a lot. They usually it ain't really one or the other, really. I mean, it's just the beard balm. People love the beard balm. I got great reviews on that, and as well as the lumberjack as well. So
what's the lumberjack? Is that like a cologne or like a, what is that?
So it's really not. So it really is sandalwood. It has a little bit of pine in there, and it smells really good. It's just something that you could throw on every day. Not too strong, and it's not really masculine, and you can wear whatever it is, cologne that you want to wear over it, and you won't have to worry about smelling the beard oil more than whatever your cologne is that you like. So
okay, all right, that's dope. That's real good. So hopefully, ladies and gentlemen, if you are interested in this product, please support this brother. But you have a chance to get your own right now for free. All right, sent directly to your crib. Oh yeah. Now, so bring it up. Hold on. Make beards great again. So why did you use that as advertisement?
I just thought it was good time, and it's just some creative marketing. We got the election coming up. By the way, everybody, make sure y'all go register to vote. I just think it's a good conversation piece, and then also too, it's just something fun to do. And it's a good marketing tool, so I like it. And like I said before, me having the beer company and then coming around with the whole election coming up and stuff like that, I just thought it'd be a good idea to come up with it. So.
Right on. Go ahead, Herm.
Hey, so coming from your background, you came from the NFL, and then you had I would say like a nonprofit that you was doing, and then you did Ghost Shoppers, and now you're doing the beard oil. So it seems like, you've got experience doing different things. What advice would you give somebody that's coming up that wants to get their own thing started what is the first main thing that you would tell them that you learned from the different business ventures that you went through that will probably help somebody?
Really, I would say follow your passion. If you're not really passionate about whatever it is that you're doing, you're gonna have that little honeymoon phase where you think it's cool and you posting videos and pictures and all that stuff, but eventually it's gonna fizzle out because you're not following your passion. So I would say definitely follow your passion wholeheartedly. And secondly, definitely have a plan. Be around the right people. Figure what type of network I need to be in and what the top people are doing so I can reach that status. And I say that's really the top two things, really. If you have a plan and then also be passionate about whatever it is that you're doing. Those are the most two important things, for sure.
Mm-hmm. So those are two great things to identify, brother. But, I'm a bit of a realist. I know that nothing great and luxurious come without struggle. So I want to hear about some failures and some oppositions that you had on this journey and how you bounced back from.
Man, so I thought it was gonna be a lot easier than what it was. being like a real entrepreneur for real, like you gotta really do your research. You gotta do your research, and you gotta get used to being told no. You gotta get used to being told, I don't think that's gonna work. Because a lot of times, and this is why I said it's very important to have a good circle around you, because a lot of people put their fears on you. Just because they don't know what your process is, what you're working on, or understand it, they're gonna be like, just because they don't understand it, they're gonna be like, well, you know what? I don't know if that's gonna work. What you mean you don't know if that's gonna work? Like, and people around you, that's why I said you have to be around like-minded people. And you seriously have to get used to being told no. It was somebody that I follow, and he had a major following. He's a chef. He's a really world-renowned chef, and he's actually from Chicago. He's from Chicago. So I was like, man, let me get some beer products to you. You do maybe a little promo. And he said, no, thank you. That market's saturated. You sure you want to do that? I don't even know if that's gonna work out for you. So I've been told no's. I didn't got a lot of left on reds. I didn't got a lot of, I don't know if that's gonna work. It's 20 or 30 beard oil companies out there. You sure you want to do that?
Right.
So I didn't got all of that.
Yo. Well, look, hold on. We're gonna touch on that in a minute. Hey, I got a caller. Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
How you doing, Lions Den?
How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? We got Miss Crystal calling. Hey.
Hey. Oh, and I got the cheers. Love it. So definitely enjoying the show. Hey, Herm, how are you? Just had a quick question. Great show, great conversation, and kind of going in line with what you were already talking about. When you have the haters or the naysayers, how did you continue? This is for Mr. Wilson. How did you continue to just push forward with what your passion is, even with those naysayers?
For me, it was being around the right circle of people, because I'm not gonna lie to you, it got to a point where it was moving so slow. I definitely was like, is this gonna work? And then when I really got around the right circle of people, man, they seen something to me that I didn't even see myself. And from there, it just took them giving me that little nudge that I needed to really take it to the next level. And that's really the biggest thing, man, because you can't never go anywhere or reach any milestone without having a solid group of people around you. And without the people that I have around me now, they gave me that push to be like, hey, listen, no, you got this. I see this being something big. And I just needed that little bit of push, man, to really take it to the next level for myself. So it's critical that you have the right people around you.
I have just a quick follow-up question. Thank you. Did you have to get rid of people that you maybe were around for a while that you thought might be with you, and you had to remove certain people from your circles as you were pursuing your passion?
Absolutely.
That's a damn good question, because look, I'm glad you said that, because my mentor said something that was so powerful. He said, listen, you're not even at cruising altitude, right? So when a plane or a rocket is going up, right, when it hit different levels, it let go of those extra boosters. You get what I'm saying? And so you have to be willing to do that. So go ahead to your point, brother.
Yeah, absolutely. So one thing for me, and I say this to anybody that's close to me, is that if you say you a friend, I'm gonna take that full face value. Now, what come with that friend is gonna come a lot of action behind that. I'm not in the business of coaching a grown man, a grown female on how to be a friend. And if that's what you say you is, I'm gonna go ahead and rock with you. But as soon as the moment that you don't go ahead and show that card that you say that you is, that's where we're gonna depart our ways. That's just what it's gonna be.
Yo.
It's just gonna be what at the end of the day, man, your friends, they want to see you win, they want to see you be successful, they want to go ahead and be a part of this great thing that you're doing. And if they're not doing that, you know what I'm saying? Like, they just doing that but holding you down, like he said. Like, they, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, that's dope. Crystal, thank you for calling, ma'am. Thank you.
Always supporting the Lions, then.
Yes.
Bye.
And so, look, so we're going to send you, a package for your boo-boo kitty. Go ahead, Herm, what you got? What you got?
Crystal, I'm going to shoot you my address so you can go on and slide that over to me. I got you.
This dude is a trip.
Appreciate that. All right, I appreciate the Lions Den. Shout out to you, Seth. Shout out to the whole crew, everybody that is that's listening in, and everybody that is on the panel tonight. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys.
All right, Bye. Take it easy.
I appreciate you.
Hey, yo, we got another caller. Hey, who's it? Pink?
Yeah.
Yo, what's going on?
Oh, nothing much, man. I'm enjoying the show. Yes, but congratulations to making it to the top step, because I have a son that also wants to strive to be to the NFL. And congratulations on starting a successful business. But ultimately, what made you just quit? Or no, I'm not gonna say quit, but what made you decide that NFL is not not gonna work for me?
I would say the biggest thing that we lack in the community, in the Black community, is that we don't have exposure to different options. As I got to be in college, and it was a guy saying that I actually went to Alabama A&M because I had an uncle that was a graduate, and he took me under his wing and exposed me to different options outside of football. Football was the last thing on his mind. Like, he just wanted to make sure I graduated, I met the right people, and I was exposed to everything but football. And for him, I'm forever grateful about that, because a lot of times if we put all of our everything into this one sport, when it's over with, we ain't got nothing else to fall back on. We don't have other options. And a lot of times, when we don't make it, it's like we back in the hood. We back being around the same environment that we just left, because we haven't been exposed to anything. So I say that's really the biggest thing that made it okay for me just to walk away, because I knew, okay, well, I got this degree. I was exposed to different businesses and stuff and other successful people. So now I'm okay with walking away from that. But a lot of times we don't expose a lot of the youth to different avenues if sports don't work out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yo. You know what? That's pretty deep, because especially in our community, if your kid catch 3 footballs in the game, you looking at him go to the NFL.
Right.
Everybody's son going to the NFL.
That's a fact.
He caught 3 passes. You see that?
Look, hey, that boy good. That boy good. Look at him. Look at him.
I'll quit my job.
Oh, that's a fact.
Nobody ever talks to our kids about like running businesses or anything like that, man. It's just like we looking for them to spark and go into the league, right? Ain't that
right? And it's funny that you say that, because like at the time I was dating this chick in college when I was in college, and she was telling me like, I'm about to make 6 figures. I'm like, you about to make 6 figures? She was like, yeah, I'm gonna finish pharmacy school in 6 years and I'm gonna be graduating making $130,000. Never heard that before in my life. And it's just stuff like that, if people
you see what I'm saying? That exposure.
That's what I'm saying. And if people know, okay, well, you know what? If I don't make it to the league, and within 6 years of me graduating college, I'm making 6 figures, people gonna be gonna be able to receive that a lot better, knowing, okay, well, I got a free education, and then I'll graduate making 6 figures.
See,
right?
I'm gonna be okay with not making it to the league.
So look, let me touch on
doing the same stuff they doing.
Yeah, look, let me ask you this though, man. As you was coming up, we talked about the individuals that you had to let go of. Did you see individuals that wanted to grab a hold of you? all of a sudden, like they've been there. They knew the things that you were going through, right? They knew the things that you wanted to do with your life, going through the, college and NFL and everything. But then, did you have one of them long lost cousins? You did what I'm saying? That wanted to hold on to the tail, like, come on, cuz, I got you. I've been supporting you since day one.
I wouldn't even say I necessarily had, because I had always kept a small group of people. So it was really hard for people to come into that circle because it was so small. But I did have a lot of like envy from a lot of people that was close to me that I thought wouldn't have been. Because it was like, man, like we grew up in the same household, same neighborhood, and we all had the same opportunity, but I just took mine and ran with it. And a lot of, that's really the biggest thing that I had to face, was really just a lot of envy from a lot of the people that I grew up with. But as far as like people coming in out of the blue and saying, well, like, hey, what's up, man? Like, da-da-da. I got a few of those, but it wasn't like a common thing, because like I said, my circle was so small. I was lucky enough to keep it like that. So
good. What you got, Will?
I would just say, brother, what do you do to pour into those that are around you? I know you talk about your nonprofit, but I know every day I wake up to try to make other people better, myself better. Like, what is your thing that you do to try to influence that change and that exposure to those people around you?
The biggest thing for me is that I want to pour opportunity into the people around me. I don't necessarily want to give anybody anything, because I had to earn everything that I did.
Hey,
so the thing that I can do the most is give somebody an opportunity. From there, it's whatever you want to do with it. But I can at least walk away from whatever friendship, cousin, family, and say, well, listen, I gave you the platform to be successful. What you did with it is what you did with it. But I can walk away saying, I poured into you. Because I do it all the time, and sometimes it comes back to bite me. Like, I might see something, like you might be like, okay, hey, I need my car wrapped. And I know somebody to wrap a car. They ain't gonna never see you, but I'm gonna be like, hey, I seen my guy Will. He said he needed his car wrapped. Hey, hit him up, and I'll be that middle person to connect the two. I always find myself doing that a lot of the time. But like I said, the only thing I can do is just give them the opportunity. So
that's right.
If he gets your business, that's on him. If not, I can say I did my part.
That's dope. Dope. That's real good. All right, brother. Well, listen, we're getting ready to wrap it up in a few. Hey, Big Herm, what you got, man? Final word.
Hey, brother. Hey, first things first is I want to say thank you for coming on. I'm a new beard grower myself. Somebody literally said to me that I needed some beard oil. I thought she was being funny, trying to be freaky or something. I'm like, what are you talking about,
bro?
I didn't know what she was talking about, man. I was like, I didn't know that was beard oil. You know what I'm like, man, what? Don't come at me like that. I'm a saved man. But hey, I appreciate you doing your thing, man. And I love to see that, you was at the NFL, you know what I'm saying? And then it kind of reminded me of The Rock. The Rock said, I'm supposed to be in the NFL, and then that stopped. He didn't stop, and you didn't stop neither. You know what I mean? You continue pursuing your dream. And even if this, we're hoping that this is going to be the one, but I could tell that for you, I mean, you're going to continue grinding, whatever, you know what I mean? So I'm going to get this product. I'm going to have Crystal mail it to me, but I'm going to get this product and give it a try, bro, because I'm looking kind of rough now when I look at your stuff.
Right on. What you got, Will?
Hey, first off, Herm, you got that singing beard, man. That's all it is,
the man. Singing beard.
But you got that singing beard. But on some real, brother, I appreciate you for coming on and just sharing your experiences, because many people need this type of exposure, need to see that you're not always going to be told yes the first time or the second time, but you got to keep going. So, and also the exposure for those HBCUs, hey, represent. Way to represent. I used to live in Tuscaloosa, Alabama myself, so I know a little bit about the Alabama lifestyle and whatnot. But hey, again, great show. Thanks for being on. But hey, for all the out there listening, don't forget to get up and try to make somebody else better. Just because you made it, don't mean that you done, that you finished. Reach down and pull somebody up with you, and don't be mad if they go past you, because that's what you're doing it for, to make other people grow.
Absolutely. Yes. And so, look, ladies and gentlemen, I do want to thank you all for being on. But look, brother, where can individuals find you and your product? Now, it's on Amazon, if I'm correct, right?
Yeah, we on Amazon, we're on Etsy, we're on Facebook, Instagram, we're on all platforms. We're on Shopify, we're on all social media platforms, but we're at Lions Den Beer Collection. That's the brand throughout everywhere. And then also you follow me on Instagram, bwilson_97.
All right, brother. All right. Yo, but seriously though, man, want to thank you for coming on, dropping those jewels. Hopefully individuals in the Lions Den podcast can pick it up. You feel me? Pick up what you put down, man. You made a lot of great points out there, and for them to hopefully reinvest not just in themselves, but also their community. And if you are an inspiring beer grower or just half of one, you dig what I'm saying? Hey, if you only a half of one, hey, it can last longer, right on. Or if you got a singing beer like Herm, or it don't connect like Foots. Nevertheless, make sure you go to the Lions Den products, right, to check out this brother. And you know what? I've in the future, I really do feel that together we're going to make a great brand. All right, I really do, because we can't do it alone, right? We can't do it alone, and seeing positive energy creates more positive energy, right on. So I want to thank everybody for being on the Lions Den with us, and make sure y'all tune in next week. Share. You never know who might want to make their own beer promenade, right on. So we gonna see y'all soon. Later.
We hope you enjoyed today's show. Make sure to listen to the show on Google Podcasts, Spotify, Breaker, and Radio Public, where you can subscribe, or via RSS, so you'll never miss a show. While you're at it, if you like or dislike this episode, we'd appreciate your feedback on Facebook at www.facebook.com/Lionscast. Check out the book, The Black Collar Mindset, The Art of Strategic Thinking, on Amazon, or www.theblackcollarmindset.com, a manual to maneuver through life strategically by holding yourself accountable. Tune in next week for another episode of The Lions Den with Seth.